Hi guys, welcome. It's Chris with another episode or another video coming for you guys. And I thought I'll make a video today on the fan film made by Star Wars Theory on Vader. And I think it's such a good movie or clip, if I could call it that. A lot of the production values that we're used to from LucasArts is put into this, and it's definitely worth watching. So I'll put the link in the description so everyone can watch it by themselves. Huge props to all the people being part of this. I've been following it ever since words have dropped of him wanting to do this. So yeah, let's get started with my review or reaction kind of thing, and let's see what we're in for. There we go, his logo, or at least the logo for this movie. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Anakin Skywalker is dead. For 8 months, the mysterious Darth Vader has enforced the Emperor's commands. For some, the Empire brings fear. For others, it brings hope. But for Vader, it brings nothing but suffering.
I will not be denied.
Open fire! Blast him!
Okay, I must say this very first scene is perfect. Like the CGI in it is absolutely perfect to me. He couldn't have done it better. I couldn't differentiate this if I would see this just randomly in a cinema without any context. I couldn't differentiate if this is actually made by Disney or it's made by one person and a lot of people in the production of it. It looks really good, so I have to say he did really, really well in this part. And yeah, let's move on. The way he turns this around and the music, it's very dramatic. It's he did do an extremely good job at portraying emotion in this. You could see that the fans have put he has put in what all the fans love about Star Wars and know about Star Wars.
Now you will answer for your treachery.
Just one thing, I don't want to ruin this scene for everyone, but I didn't like the shoes that the Emperor was wearing. And I know this sounds a bit petty or picky, but you could see those were ordinary shoes, so it took me a moment to just stare at it a bit more. So yeah. Yeah, this is an absolutely perfect portrayal of how these guns work. As I know, obviously, from playing some Battlefront 2, they work this way. It looks really good. He did an awesome job of portraying this in his movie. This is amazing. I didn't actually know that this Vader was able to do this. That would explain. I think it ties in very well with the current Star Wars universe, and I think you'll see some other references to the Star Wars that we know. And I think this looks really, really cool. He did a perfect job. The CGI here is amazing. Couldn't have done it better here, I must say.
There is no escape.
Now here, if you look a bit more carefully, you can see that the shots were edited in on the helmet to make it look like they passed through the helmet. Now I get why they did it that way, but I wanted to see more like scorch and burn marks and stuff that weren't CGI in this part. That would have been cooler. The reason why they did this is because the people who obviously do play these clone troopers, it's their personal costumes that they brought to the movie, and I think it was in the interest of everyone not to destroy costumes for the sake of this movie. But if we can give Star Wars Theory a bit more budget or something to work with, I think we can improve a lot on coming episodes of his of Vader's Shards of the Past. I think that could be something that we could improve, so he doesn't have to rely so much on CGI to kind of fix this, and then he could have some costumes that he can actually ruin without causing emotional pain to all the people that made their own costumes. I mean, sorry to interrupt here. I think this is pretty well played, but I kind of think that the Emperor is a bit too overdramatic with the way he moves his head. It seems slightly over the top to me. It's kind of, I know this is kind of complaining on a high, kind of on a high level, but it does seem kind of a bit too much to me in this scene.
You will suffer for your deceit. Answer for your failure to save her. I destroyed your enemies, forged for you an empire. Yet, like the Jedi, you have left me a mere shadow of what I was promised. You have taken everything.
Everything? Foolish boy. You grieve for the dead wife of an insolent Jedi. Your precious Padme's fate was your choice.
This is a perfect portrayal of the Emperor, especially because I've seen I think it was canon or something like that. I'm not sure anymore. Probably some comics that Star Wars Theory was reading, that the Emperor doesn't blame himself for everything that happened. He blames Darth Vader for it. And I think that is the most accurate portrayal that you can get of the Emperor and what he thinks.
Just as your fate is mine.
Again, perfect CGI. Nothing that could have been done better here, in my opinion. Yeah, he did a really good job here. Every effect here is frame perfect, I have to say. They did do their job on studying how Star Wars works with the effects. So great props on the effects team.
Such a pity. How much grander and more powerful you could have still become. If you had had the temerity to embrace the path set before you.
This is perfect. Cameraing was done really well here. A very dramatic scene. Absolute perfect execution from the cameraman here. And also the director. I also think that this is a very good dramatic twist on the whole thing, which definitely keeps the audience that watches it in excitement for this movie. That is also it's a perfect face. Steve the actor for Palpatine really did a great job here portraying his face when he would die. So I think there's nothing that he could have done better here. It was a perfect that was a perfect close-up of his lightsaber.
I made this for you, so you'd remember me. It will bring you good fortune.
It's beautiful, but I don't need this to remember you by. My caring for you will always remain. Anakin.
Padme.
I have to say that this scene is absolutely perfect. They couldn't have done better here with the script and the director. I'm really this part is really emotional to me. Just because of the whole love theme here going on with Anakin and Padme. At least Darth Vader gets to meet his wife. Yeah, it's pretty sad for me. It instantly draws me in emotionally. I'm at the verge of crying. So, yeah, he did a really good job. If you can touch me emotionally that much.
And that
is why you'll never defeat me.
That is perfect portrayal by the actress. She really did a good job here. And I think they couldn't have done it better here. I definitely have to say this is really one of the best plot twists that I've seen so far in movies. And I've watched a lot of movies. So yeah.
As long as you let your feelings anchor you, forever shall you remain weaker than I. Always the servant, always the slave, young Skywalker.
There's also perfect portrayal by Steve. He did a good job here.
Anakin! Anakin!
This is so well done. This part is extremely well done. I can't get myself together when I talk about it. It makes me cry. if I would have a webcam on, you could see that how upset I am. He did such a good job on this. It's so good.
Lord Vader, you have an urgent message.
This is also a perfect portrayal. Direct shot. I kind of first felt a bit weirded out by his eyes when I saw this the first time, this clip. I kind of felt like his eyes were CGI'd onto a body. Kind of like the lighting felt a bit weird. But as we'll see, it's actually done completely right. It's just somehow the lighting to me is a bit weird on his eyes.
My lord,
Proceed.
the Emperor demands your presence at once. Lord Vader?
As he wishes.
A lot of people have seen the comments to this movie. They were kind of questioning the quality of this set. I think it's good because you can see that the Death Star is being built, which sets the movie up perfectly here. But I do have to kind of challenge the set as well. I feel like it could have had a bit more, the bling of Star Wars, but then again we have to consider that Star Wars Theory was on a tight budget here. I would just be really happy if maybe Disney could pick him up or someone could pick him up financially so he could actually get even closer to actual portrayal. But he is doing a good job so far with what he has got.
Guards, leave us.
I kind of felt like that in this part that the Emperor's voice, Palpatine's voice, was a bit too low to me. When you're like, God, it's a bit too low for me, so kind of felt a bit weird. But I don't think he has such a. Could be, but I don't think he has such a terrible, like not terrible, such a very strong curve towards his voice. But it doesn't. That's just nitpicking. So yeah, let's go on.
What is thy bidding, my master?
You are distressed, my friend.
I am fine, my master.
Are you now? Your anger radiates like a whirlwind, yet unfocused. No, not unfocused. Hidden.
This here is a bit problematic for me, how Steve's face looks like. Makeup could have been slightly better here.
You are trying to hide your rage from me. Why? Ah, I see. Then what is your hesitation, Lord Vader? Give in to your anger. Strike me down.
I have no such wish, master.
Pathetic! A mighty Sith Lord crippled by melancholy and indecision.
I have to say, the plot twists are always getting better on this. It's so good. The storytelling is perfect to me.
All due to the attachments of a Jedi.
There is no attachment. Anakin Skywalker was weak. I destroyed him.
Did you? Yet Skywalker's powers dwarfed yours, did they not? No. Rise, Lord Vader. It is the way of the Sith to destroy all who stand in our way to power. to eliminate our rivals, is it not? Who stands in your way, Lord Vader?
The chair could have been a bit better here in this scene. It kind of looks like it's made out of foam. But then again, we have to consider that his budget was limited. And if we can support him a bit more, we can get a lot better props, I think, in this movie. But it's not that important. I think it's more important that the story is good.
Holds you back. Keeps you subjected and decrepit within that armor. Anyone? If so, only your hate will eradicate him. Use it.
I cannot, my master.
That is why my disappointment with you grows by the second. Embrace the choices that have brought you here. Revel in them, or forever live in the shadow of Anakin Skywalker. Now, I have a task for you, my young apprentice. There's a great disturbance.
I'm a bit confused here. What is going on here? Is that the lighting of the chair? This is a bit weird.
In the Force. A powerful Jedi survives in the Mid-Rim. He must pay the price for his betrayal.
As you wish.
He hides on my home planet of Naboo. And of course, that of the late Queen Padme Amidala.
Here we can see, especially the breathing of Vader, how it adjusts when he takes a very short breathe. Because his heart is beating a lot faster because he kind of goes into the nostalgia of Padme and him being together. I think this is, you can really see how well the Emperor plays with Vader's mind, how he manipulates him, and I think that is portrayed extremely well in this movie throughout.
It is no coincidence. He draws you there because he knows who you are, Lord Vader. The clones that report he wields an amethyst blade.
How is that possible?
Power. That's how. And you and I both know this particular Jedi wields a great deal of it.
I will finish what we started, Master.
Now, this is a perfect reference to episode 7 that has come out now when Kylo Ren says, "I will finish what we have started." I think this is a really good tie-in towards the Star Wars movies that we've gotten so far from Disney.
Will you? I wonder. Eliminate this Jedi.
Okay.
Place yourself
Yeah, now I know that's lighting, so sorry.
to the dark side fully, Lord Vader. Relish in the gifts it bestows upon you. Only then will you be able to cast off the chains that bind you and achieve a power as never before. Only then will you be able to destroy the rival before you.
Then I will not fail, Master.
The CGI here in this opening or big kind of scene is pretty good. I would give him around a 7, 9 out of 10. It does seem slightly that the lightings of the things are a bit overpowering. There's a bit too much light emitted by the effects on the ship, especially the gate where he comes out is a bit too bright for my taste. I don't quite know why his shuttle is red, if that's supposed to indicate anything. We've seen that from the trailer. I think it's really good. We'll see so far what he's got in store for us.
Commander, prepare my personal shuttle. I seem to be afflicted by a sudden tinge of nostalgia to visit my beloved Naboo.
Now here, this is interesting. The lighting on this is different. Probably, yeah, fits the scene. It looks pretty cool. I think previously it was blue and now it's red. But they did a great job on it, so I won't complain. This hyper space jump was perfect. I couldn't have done better here. I have to say he has a very unique portrayal of Naboo. It looks really good and it's executed well. Okay, so here's the problem with this scene to me. As we saw, it was kind of night and it was thundering. This kind of, I know it's difficult, but this scene doesn't quite add up. I think they should have taken the blinds or closed the lighting on this scene and should have gotten interior lighting for this. It would have looked significantly better to me.
Yes, sir. Welcome, Lord Vader. The Jedi has barricaded himself in the
He did a great job with the clones here in this scene.
catacombs and has sealed off all of the entrances, so we had to blow our way in. But now of all the troopers we've sent in, none have returned.
Lost troopers do not concern me, Commander. I want that Jedi. I will use the 501st.
As you wish, sir. Make way for the boys in blue. Right away, sir.
Anakin.
Go, 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 go! Lost
I think if we go back a second, you can see these things. That's not a problem to me personally, but I think this is where you can see where the backdrop for the green screen here is. But it's really nice. It actually makes sense that some like wires peek out into the floor. So when this is all broken. Oh no, actually I'm completely wrong. I just realized because of the lighting. This is actually the wires where the soldiers are going down into this kind of underground tunnel here. Also, perfect light flares. He never got the light flares wrong, so he did a really good job. Okay, so this is one of the biggest cliffhangers to me. It was really, really well done and executed. The movie was very good, or the first episode of this series was very good. Definitely worth watching for everyone who's got a bit of 12 minutes or 13 minutes on their hands. Not considering the credits. Star Wars Theory has really outdone himself with this production and the production value he's put into it. Even when there were some shortcomings, he really did a great job. And I think we have to commend him for that. A lot of the scenes are very, very, very well done. As I said, some of acting was slightly over dramatic. Opening scenes with Palpatine, bit over dramatic for my taste. All the clones were played perfectly. There's no problem with that. I would have liked the shots or the bullets that the clones got not to be CGI, but to actually be burnt in. But that again is a bit of a limited budget. It's a bit complicated to get that done. Palpatine was portrayed really well, 99% of the time by Steve. It couldn't have been better. Makeup could have been improved slightly on him. It could have been a bit more accurate towards the movie. That was a bit of an issue. Then I think the transitions were really, really good. The CGI effects were really, really good. Besides the big opening scene where we can see all the bigger ships in the space, I think those were a bit too bright for my taste. With some of the lighting, could have been a bit darker. And I think the overall portrayal of this movie, especially the Naboo part, was pretty well done. Besides the fact that he should have darkened down the is it a church? I think he made it in that part. He should have darkened it down if he got the permission to do this. I'm not sure if he actually had the permission and used indoor lighting, or maybe he should have shot that part in the night. It would have made more sense with the ambience that he introduces us to when we get to that scene. But overall, I have to say this movie is very, very well done for what it is, especially. And I think Disney and LucasArts should support him. They should, cut a piece of his cake. He did such a good job on this. He fulfilled everything that the fans wanted, while LucasArts, or at least now Disney, is struggling to do so, and the movie seems so empty to me currently. It's nothing memorable compared to the other episodes. So yeah, I think this is one of the best productions we'll probably ever see or have seen of this movie. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked this video and you want to see more of this. And don't forget to check out Star Wars Theory's Vader fan film, link in the description. And yeah, see you guys in the next one.